What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I want to quickly go over an at-home chest and triceps routine in order to maintain whatever muscle mass you currently have and potentially build even more. So this routine is going to focus on maintaining muscle mass even when you're at home and not going to the gym. We're also going to be looking at more effective ways to use your weights so that you can take a lighter dumbbell and make it feel like a heavier one and still get the same hypertrophy in your workout and training. So third, we're going to be focusing on targeting all the different parts of the muscle groups for today. So all the different heads of your tricep and then all the different parts of your chest. We're going to be especially focusing on developing that upper chest because that's going to be a little bit more difficult to hit at an at-home workout. So if all that sounds interesting to you, let's get started. First part of the workout is going to be simulating a heavy compound lift. So it's going to be the weighted push-up at home. If you have plates, that would be ideal. But if not, you can always use dumbbells, books, or like any other form of weight. Just put those into your backpack and then perform weighted push-ups with those. As you do weighted push-ups, you do want to make sure that you're focusing on keeping your lower back from arching. And then you also want to focus on your neck and your head position because you might notice yourself straining a little bit depending on how much weight you've added onto your backpack. So those are just things to watch out for. Otherwise, the push-ups are going to be completely normal. The reason we're doing weighted is simply just to minimize the number of sets that we're going to be using total, and then also to build the most possible muscle mass in your chest. So again, because we're not using a bench press, we don't have any other setup, as you do these push-ups, you really want to make sure that your hands along the ground are, you're trying to slide them toward each other, right? To really get that contraction in the chest as you do the workout. So exercise number 2 in the list is going to be an incline dumbbell press, right? So this is going to help develop your upper chest, which is something that's very hard to work at home normally. In terms of creativity, you might need to find some type of plank or like wooden pallet, set that up on some stairs, and like there you have your incline. Or you could use a sofa too. Set it up against a sofa, you have an incline there. So you'll notice in my case that the current weight I'm using, I'm doing this unilaterally. So I only have one dumbbell, one arm, right, to develop that upper chest. The reason I'm doing that is simply because I don't have a weight that's heavy enough to use on its own, so I had to combine both the adjustable dumbbells into one. So at home, you might find that you have to do something similar to that too. You might not even have weights. Whatever's heavy enough that you could theoretically put into some type of dumbbell would be ideal, right? But normally people do have some type of dumbbells at home, especially if they're adjustable. So number 3, very important to target the long head of the tricep. We're going to be doing an overhead tricep extension with a dumbbell, right? So nice over your head like this. And then there's obviously multiple variations of this. So in the gym, you might have been used to doing this with like 2 arms. You might have even been on a bench at like an incline. At home, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to do that. So even when you do have the dumbbells, they're likely not going to be heavy enough for you to use both your arms. So my compromise at home is doing these with one arm, right? And then this way, you're going to be minimizing the amount of work that you're doing at home because each of these reps is going to be harder with one arm. You do obviously want to make sure, if you're completely new to this, that you watch some tutorials so you don't get injured as you do these. And then it's also important to note that even when you do fail, you can simply use your other hand to help assist and bring the dumbbell back up before it comes down, right, against your back. So that's just another thing you can do at the end of all these workouts, is just do an extra drop set kind of, through the fatigue, kind of altering your form. And that's gonna eventually lead to the most growth overall. On to exercise number 4. The main workhorse of this routine is gonna be the weighted dip. So obviously we don't have access to a gym to use a proper dip machine. We're gonna be forced to be a little bit more creative in our built urban environment. So if you're one of those, rich families with a nice granite countertop in like the L shape, then obviously do these at home. If not, if you're more like me, you have to go outside, find some concrete in those like corners in order to do your dips, then go do that. You'll notice I am using a weight belt as I'm doing this. If you're not there yet, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, keep working toward getting your regular dips down. Once you can do 10 regular dips, then start adding weight either in the form of a weight belt or dumbbell between your legs. So anything that will continually challenge you in your dip exercise. Important to note, because this is chest and tricep day, as we do our dips, we are going to be focusing on triceps for this exercise. So we're going to make sure that we have a nice upright posture for this workout, especially making sure that we're not leaning forward, because that's going to be targeting your chest and then the front part of your shoulder. But this exercise, we want to focus primarily on the triceps in this routine, right? So do your sets, 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps per usual. So these weighted dips are going to be targeting the lateral and long head of your tricep, a little bit of the medial tricep at the top position. But remember, we already targeted a little bit of the medial tricep with the weighted push-ups earlier on. So again, we just want to make, continually remember all the different parts of our body that we're hitting throughout the workout and making sure that we're accomplishing all our goals for that day. All right, so last exercise, not really pictured for today because I didn't really do them today, but normally I would do some type of chest fly with dumbbells lying on the ground usually. So obviously on these you want to go as heavy as possible while making sure that you don't injure yourself, you have full control over the weight. So as you do these, just because of the fact that the dumbbells are going to be light, you're going to be on the ground, so you might not be able to get that full extension. You want to make sure that you really contract in the top position. Make sure those dumbbells really come together in the top position, just because this workout might have a little bit less intensity, so we have to make every rep of it count. All right, so that about covers today's chest and tricep routine. Hopefully you guys found something in it helpful and informative that you want to incorporate into your own routine. If it was useful to you, comment below, give your suggestions, improvement for feedback. And if you like the channel, obviously sub, like the channel, greatly appreciate it. I look forward to helping you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys then.